Sagittarius, you are building a solid foundation towards something amazing, because it's going to be leading all of this hard work and groundwork that you've been laying down with your situation here, whatever it is, it's creating stability. And not only that, it's financial and it's about your health. So it's your abundance, it's your health, it's your wealth, it's everything in your life. I think emotional stability and everything like that as well. You could even have a lottery win, huge money, luck. Somebody might be giving you something and you're going to be looking good, smelling good, feeling good. And I asked Spirit what this was about, and they let me know that this was about something that you have let go of in order to make room for this change, in order to make room for you building your own solid foundation within yourself. And by releasing, you allowed the universe to do its job. Sagittarius, you have been working on a forgiveness blockage. Okay, that is what you are releasing, what you are allowing to let go. It says it shows up as holding on to past hurts, resentment, or anger, preventing emotional healing, and it can create feelings of bitterness, a lack of peace, and difficulty moving forward. So it's like it's been physically restraining you, but it's in the spiritual sense. And as you're doing this, I'm seeing the heart here, where it's like this heart opening that's happening. And Spirit is directing me towards a little bit of a conversation that I had the other day with some other healers about the Ho'oponopono. I don't know if that's how you say it, but that's the forgiveness meditation you can do that it really helped me with people and situations in my life, being able to kind of like release that and let go of that. And it's a lot of hard work to like get yourself to that point, because we can really be held down by the resentment aspect, the anger aspect, and the feelings of bitterness, especially when you have a lack of closure with a situation. And it makes it harder to move forward, especially if you feel like for me, it was about feeling like other people were never going to be held fully accountable for what they had done or admit that they had done wrong to me. And it was like I felt like I wasn't getting justice in the 3D. And because of that, it was hard for me to be able to let go at the time for many years before I got to this place where I was like, okay, now I feel like, let me just try, you know, if you can get to a place where you're like, let me just see if I can, like, you know, I'd heard about that meditation, and I was like, there's no way. Forgiveness is good for other people, but what these people did, there's no forgiving that. They're just going to have to face their karma, and I don't have to let go because that's my right to not have to let go. And you're right, it is your right to not have to let go. But your hard work is paying off here, because as time has gone by, it's like brick by brick, you're laying this foundation here to be able to, you know, move forward. And it's like one day you're looking at your life and you're like, well, maybe it is time for me to be able to actually do this. And so all of a sudden there's this release energy, a release of control here that you're all of a sudden sensing. Yeah, look on the split. I got 5 of Swords. So whatever this was about people who acted in ways through their words, thoughts, or actions that wanted to win at all costs. They didn't care who they hurt. They did it through possible like manipulations or like getting shivved in the lunch line, a knife in the kidneys kind of thing, right? You didn't see it coming. And you were like this doubled over person here in pain, you know, and that's why it hurt so much. It was like because you just didn't see it coming at all. Yeah, look at that. 7 of Cups with the Queen of Cups here. It was like that was you with your cup of love that you were giving to whatever situation this was, and the confusion that you felt with this betrayal was shocking at that time. But if you look here, that's this person's, the Queen of Cups, cup of love is right here. This radiant health is coming from the heart chakra opening and like allowing this to become unblocked. And then it's impacting you in every way. Abundance, money, which are two separate things. It's even talking about a lottery win. Someone giving to you in some way, someone feeling like you're deserving of something in some way on top of it all. So let's see why this is happening now. The Hermit, Virgo energy. You have kind of gone inside and you have done different aspects of the hero's journey about this betrayal. Again, it's the betrayal. Do you remember how I said getting like knifed in the kidneys or whatever? That's basically what I'm seeing here exactly. So Spirit is confirming this betrayal energy. There's two major cards that I see as betrayal, straight up betrayal energy. And it's not really Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords to me is secretive. It can be planning. It can be strategy. It can be lying and things like that, but it's not outright betrayal. 10 of Swords and 5 of Swords are my betrayal cards. But you went inside, you went into your hermit's cave, you looked at things in your life, and you contemplated this, and you were able to see beyond the 3D somehow. My throat is getting very itchy. Something about the throat chakra here. Yeah, I had to cough. Your throat chakra was blocked. It was like whatever this was, you weren't able to speak your truth. You weren't able to express yourself. You weren't able to tell what was actually happening. And that's what I'm talking about. I think the question that you used to ask yourself is, why am I in this place where I can't even speak up enough to be able to get my feelings expressed, let alone be able to get closure on this situation? You were put in a situation due to other people's manipulations, other people who had some sort of control, who held all of the cards, I'm hearing. Okay, there's Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords wanted to say, hello, don't forget about me, Ruby. You already talked about me, but we're just going to add on to the behaviors here of whatever this was about. So it was like this chest of secrets. This chest of secrets that it was like you knew about, but on the outside, there was this facade that was created with this situation, whatever this was, that no one else could see inside of the box of what was truly happening. So on the outside, it appeared a completely different way than what was real on the inside. And there's you again. Because I'm seeing you, I know you're Sag energy, but I'm seeing you really showing up as this cup of love. Somebody did something to you. It was secretive. It was hurtful. It was all of these things here. And I feel like your healing is coming from seeking the star. Because what the Hermit has in his lantern is the actual star energy. That's what they're contemplating. Healing. Wishes. Spirituality. And you did this work. You did this work. Aquarius energy. Can you give me another card for the Hermit, please? For Saggies. The Death card. You have changed forever because of all of this. Another major arcana. You've changed forever because of what happened here. This is the page here, which is the student, but I'm getting a channeled message, so give me just one moment. Because I knew you, I have been changed for good. That's you. That is who you are. And to know that that is who you are now to others. This radiant health is coming in as a result of this. People, places, and things are all going to be drawn to your energy as you're releasing this. As you're releasing this for good, because the death energy is transformational energy. When we have two major arcanas like that, it's major energy, major changes, major transformation. The person that you used to be, this person that wasn't able to fully let go or fully forgive the situation from the past, because of what you've learned, you are no longer that person from before. It's like the caterpillar turning into the butterfly. You know, you look at the caterpillar, you see almost nothing of the butterfly in it. It's completely changed. All right. So what Spirit wants to talk about is the Two of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. Five of Cups. Okay. So whoever this was, they had complete and total control, like we were talking about in the past. And it was like, I don't know if I can turn my back on this situation, right? I don't know if I can really truly let this go. This person seems to be able to control everything in my life. And it's caused all of these cups to be spilled for me. Can I really do this? And what Spirit is telling you, because it's in the underneath energy, is that all along, you were the real emperor here. Because people like this don't try to control situations and don't do these types of things typically to people that have no power. They do them to people that have the potential of that power. And this all along is who you actually really were. So this was a soul contract situation, right? This is something that, as we know, most of us agree that are in the spiritual community, we have these soul contracts that are determined before birth that we play out here, okay? And this was something that was meant for your soul's highest and best good. That's what Spirit is saying. What you've been through has been, it was not only preordained, but it was always about you taking your power back and recognizing really who you were from the very beginning. And it's like this freedom that comes from that knowing. Again, they're talking about how that is what changes everything here. The star coming back, realizing it again. Who am I really? Okay. What don't you see? Thank you. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, look, it's completely playing out like the cards, the beginning cards. You are having victory with this recognition here. You just don't, it's like it hasn't quite come into the 3D. It's still waiting to manifest out. But you taking the action as you have here, this is taking action. This is victory. This is doing things the right way, okay? Getting recognition from other people, that star energy. Turns the wheel of destiny in your favor. That is where the financial windfall comes in. Money is flowing to you. That is the huge luck in your favor. It makes all of the cards around it more positive. And so it's like, I always get the Indiana Jones reference, but it's like he gets to the very end and they click one final lever and everything starts to move on its own, right? The last action that you do just lets this huge, like the money is flying around here. This person's just like letting it rain on him, right? Letting this come in now. The light is shining on you. And you're being showered with his abundance. Yeah, you and Spirit have worked together. You know, you and Spirit have created this together. You've invested in this together over all of these years. And again, we're seeing just this money flowing in. Look at this abundant basket of everything that you have put in. And I feel like you're somebody who has done so much work and been like, well, where is this coming in? When is this coming in? Well, now you know. Okay, so let's get a couple other messages from Spirit. What else would Spirit like to tell you, Sagittarius? Congratulations for this change. This is not, you know, a light undertaking here. It is time. You're being asked to move forward toward the dream that you've been carrying in your heart. It's time to bring it out into the world. You are ready. I ain't lying. Slow down. Life isn't a race or a competition. You need to slow down. Doing so doesn't make you weak or less than. It makes you strong, wise, and much better able to navigate life with clarity and ease. So that's like one caveat here, is that Spirit is saying, I think what they're saying is that you've done it. Once this happens, you can truly, absolutely let this go. I feel like you've been on this wheel, more like a hamster wheel in the past, where you felt like you weren't ever really getting recognition. You felt like you weren't ever really getting the dharma, the karmic rewards for yourself. And it is actually coming in now because this alignment has happened. So you are aligning with the current situation of letting go here, even if it's not easy to do. Trust that there is much to be learned by being here. Pushing against what is will only make things harder on you. Align, surrender, and trust. And that's exactly what you're doing. That is the movement here that is allowing the wheel to turn. Okay? So that is what I have for you, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Check out your other placements. These readings are for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, and Crosswatcher energy. And I will see you on the next video. Bye.